Hello everybody, welcome back to Victoria, to the Supernations modern our United States of America and our North American Union campaign. This should be episode 8 that we're on right now. And yeah, so basically before this video is uploaded, version 1.4 of the Supernations mod should now be publicly available on the ModDB page. So go ahead and check it out if you guys want to experience the campaign yourselves. But let's get right back into our campaign. We pretty much got all of Canada occupied, but we do have some incursions over here on the east coast. What we're gonna do is start sending some of these armies out west or east. I'm gonna take you and send you up here to occupy all of those, but otherwise all of you guys, you are going to be sent down this way, and we're going to see what we can do as far as getting these British off our lands. And 54, 58, we are still quite in the war. Of course, the Trent's Affair, United States invasion of Canada, and we need to conquer Canada. We have it all occupied, so we just got to pretty much wait until we get that 100% war score. Which shouldn't take too much longer, probably another few months, and we'll have peace. Hawaii can be increase their opinion to friendly. Is there any other nations that we like? Maybe Los Altos is already being influenced. Everybody else doesn't matter so much. We do have Shogun Japan in our sphere as well. What's happening in Europe? That's a good question, right? Got North German Federation still. Austria-Hungary got a little bit taken out of them by Russia. Regardless, that's not much of a worry for us. And we have this army who's kind of chilling here. They are all raised or mobilized units. They're moving here. So let's maybe see if we can go take out these units. We're not taking that piece because we have an agenda. We're going to Pittsfield now. Let's take out this army. Nailed it. 54%. Of course, we're not going to take that peace deal. We want all of Canada. Oh, wait. That's a regular unit. All right, so we got some units coming down this way. Let's see if we can get them all over here. They're going to Boston currently. Let's go take you there. You go to Burlington. And you, my friend, go to Pittsburgh or Pittsfield. And we got attacked somewhere. Over here. Right. But this should be our advantage. We can get a decent roll. Oh, wonderful. We welcome Mexico's return to the Union. So the Mexican War for Independence was a chilling affair. However, in order to make reconciliation, we must forgive the people. So all cores, Mexico provinces will get U.S. gains core, and Mexico loses cores on all their provinces. So we either welcome Mexican people back with open arms, or past crimes won't easily be forgotten. And in this case, we are adding Mexican, Mayan, and Nahua as accepted cultures. Wonderful. And we won this battle. Albeit with a few losses. That's a lot of men that we will not be able to fight off. So we are going to pull back just a little bit. Let's go to add Los Altos to our sphere. And hopefully we can take out these troops. Maybe right now, right? Robert E. Lee is over here. We got Zachary Taylor. We got Michael Reynolds. Let's go ahead and attack them here. And wipe them out. Battle of Boston's been won. They're going to Pittsfield. Right now we're at 65% war score. Now our goal right now is to keep winning battles. Let's get that battle war score up a little bit so we can end this war a little bit sooner. And let's send you to occupy this area. So we just won Port Harrison. So up here, you're going to go to Ungava, and then we'll send you over there. And that should get our Tikin war score to go up even slightly more. Every little bit helps to get this war done as soon as possible because, of course, we are running out of money. And we do not want to go bankrupt. That would be a very bad idea. And we just won the Battle of Burlington. Let's send you down to Pittsfield. We'll send you there. We'll keep perhaps you there and that. Let's do that. And you go to Lewiston. Take the occupation back. And we are a little bit worried about the advancing armies here through South America. But we're gaining war scores so rapidly through taking war score that it shouldn't be much of an issue. And currently the occupation's only 11.60. And as long as that battle war score is above that, we will be totally fine and eventually win this war. And that battle is completely won, so we just wiped out that army once and for all. We'll keep you down here in Hartford. We could send these troops down south. We're not at war with Russia. Russia's just kind of chilling on our coast for some reason. Send you guys down south. Our mobilization size just increased. I just won Concord. Actually, you're fine there. You from Lewiston go to Fredericton. Oh, we got some British troops who want to play. Yeah, it's actually dropping war score because those areas down south, are they cores? They are not cores, so they're not even going to give them that many war score. Once they go into Mexico, they might get a little bit more war score, though. And these armies are fine. Let's send you up north and take out this. Oh, there's actually a lot more British there than I thought. How about we send several armies? And they're leaving. Decline that. They want to humiliate us. That's interesting because they're clearly not winning. I mean, maybe like personal war score wise, they might be winning, -3, but that is not. Yeah, it's not going to win the war. They're just going to lose all the prestige. Fine by me though. It means I can take up the go up the great power ranks quicker. We are over here in Oaxaca. So we pulled back a little bit, but if they do attack us, they shouldn't have that great of a time. These armies are going straight. So we won Fredericton. Fantastic. As soon as the other army gets here, yeah, let's all just jump on this. Of course, it's a straight crossing, so we get -2. It should still be fine. We just got -10% war exhaustion, which is great for us because we're at 66 war exhaustion. Not good. Let's grab the acceptable school system. Decline that. We are at 85%. As long as we win a few more battles, I think we will be good. I'm actually going to pull this army back. We are going to lose the south until we get these armies down there, which will probably not get there till after the war is already over. They're going to Truro. Let's intercept them. And let's continue to... Oh, let's get this empiricism tech. 1860. Fantastic. Let's get some more research efficiency. Oh, they're trapping us here? Ooh, where are they going? Greenland Straits. We'll wait until the 25th and then go. So it takes them way too long to get back and intercept us. So it's 88% now. And we're only at 72%, so we're definitely going to get this. Granted, we're losing a lot of war score. Like 5 per month. Or war exhaustion, I mean. 89%. And we just won Fort Chimo. Send you down here as well. We're at 90%. We just won Halifax. We're going to Truro. In which case we probably circle back to go to Bangor right away because that should end that battle. We're at 93%. And we wiped out that army, so another 0.6. They're at 95% now. War is almost over. after all the stressfulness that it's caused. And we just went bankrupt. Well, that sucks. Because now all of our armies just went bankrupt too. That's not what I wanted to have happen. And we just lost Oaxaca. Well, crap. That was a very poor timing. All of you guys can stand back. And also let the ticking war score win the day for us. That was incredibly unfortunate. Still want to do white peace even if it's 97% war score. It's the AI for you guys. Alright, come on, 99%. Should be 100% shortly. There we go, 100%. They'll accept. Let's win this war. Okay, so United Kingdom, we conquer Canada. So we welcome Canada and the Northern Territories into the Union. The war has been won and Union troops have spread throughout Canada and their occupation. We are already receiving welcoming news from Quebec, as well as some separatist elements in the Northern Territories that have suffered under British rule. It is welcome news to receive after such a drug out and expansive war. We shall welcome the Canadian states into the Union. So all poor provinces will get United Kingdom will lose core. And so we can gain Anglo-Canadian and French-Canadian as accepted cultures, or we can do past crimes won't easily be forgotten, which considering our prestige is low will be kind of nice, but of course we're going to accept the cultures and be done with that. Demobilize. And try to get our armies back in shape. Yeah, we are very much not a great position as far as our military goes, but we can recover that over the next few years because we do have truce with anybody who would love to attack us. So we should be fine. So Hawaii, we can also increase our influence once again. So yeah, add to sphere. Hawaii is now in our sphere. All these countries are fine. That prestige loss is, that hurt. That definitely hurt. But we'll regain it. No worries. The Alaskan Purchase. I don't know if we can afford that, but we are going to make the offer anyways. Even if it gives us... We're going to be bankrupt again, aren't we? They can't bankrupt us again. So what just happened is basically we just sent that money into oblivion. Our economy is slowly recovering. It's at 50 currently. Peace gives us -1 war exhaustion per month. And what was I looking for? Money, right? There's really not much we can do. We just gotta keep looking for this to recover the economy. But now we have preparations for a more perfect union event. Fantastic. So with reconstruction and reintegration beginning of the Northern Territories as well as the rebellious states, America's future never seemed brighter. New amendments and legislations have been passing in multitudes. New amendments to extend citizenship to previously disenfranchised individuals, rights guaranteed to Mexican peoples, as well as full integration of the Northern Territories. There is no question that America today is drastically different than the America of a few years prior. Some say that we may have finally achieved the dream of the founders themselves. We have finally become a nation that emulates the shining, that is supposed to have an S right there, shining city on a hill. Even now, other states that have long been protectorates and close members of our union are beginning to petition for statehood. This is wondrous time. So of course, Afro-Americans added a accepted culture, and we gain cores over all of Central America. So change is certainly coming. So grain production just increased, and so now we should have cores across most of these territories, so that's fantastic. So the Rio Grande petitions for statehood. The Rio Grande, longer the influence of the United States, has after many years petitioned to join the Union in statehood. Certainly a result of our efforts to expand citizenship to all Americans, to inherit Rio Grande and of course gain all as core. Even better. Let's go ahead and pay off some of this debt. There we go. No more debt. Haiti petitions for statehood. Haiti, long under the influence of the United States, has after many years petitioned to join the Union and statehood. And of course, that's about the same thing as the last event. Inherits Haiti. An elephant for America. So Siam has sent us an elephant. Good for them. We'll take an elephant. Our possible grades to recruit is going up pretty dramatically. Intellectuals is good. So considering things, we're actually in a fairly decent position. I would like to see if we can increase our education. And Los Altos petitioned for statehood. So same thing. Los Altos, along with American Protectorate, has, of course, petitioned for statehood. So inherit Los Altos, and we gain that as core. And the Civil War in Mexico has ended. With our victory in the Civil War, our control of Mexico is now uncontested. So gain 17 or 18 points of infamy. And for any province that is a Mexico core, the United States gains as a core. So that's kind of already happened. This might be a little bit of a redundant event, but we do gain 10 infamy. Alright guys, and here we are. We have the Exodus to Liberia event that just popped up. This is one of the events that pops up pretty much right after the Civil War. And so let's go with it. So the Civil War culminated in the Anglo-American War. Now that the war is over, fractures need to be amended throughout the entire nation, particularly in the South. With millions of former slaves now free to live their lives, it has become increasingly apparent that more problems may potentially arise. Surprisingly, however, the American Colonization Society has approached the government with detailed bipartisan plans to allow many former slaves to return to Africa and the Liberian colony. The proposal has some appeal. Another proposal that seems to be gathering steam is relocating much of the former slave population towards the Isthmus of Central America. Of course, overtures would need to be made to the Colombian government for any such initiative to proceed. Regardless, however, shall we pursue a policy of sending some of the former slaves to our Liberian colony? Certainly, this may pave the way for further expansionistic plans in the continent via our Liberian proxy. I am reading way too fast. So we have two options here. So basically, this event will pop up if you keep Liberia as a vassal. So that's pretty much crucial to this. But let us pursue the plan set forth by the American Colonization Society, or let the former slaves remain in the States. There is no reason to pursue relocation. And so, of course, you have the two options. This one results in nothing happening. This one results, of course, in a massive event chain regarding Liberia. So, of course, we're going to pursue the plan and showcase what exactly happens. And there we go. Bulgaria requires all states with core provinces. Fantastic. So we did get annexed to the Dominican Republic as well as Haiti there. And of course, we are starting colonization of this territory because we are now able to do so. I am not going to ally with any of the South American states because they always go to war with each other. And I do not want to be caught up in that. Admirals dead, Apache Raiders, of course. So now we have the second event. So Exodus to Liberia. The American Colonization Society, through a multitude of propaganda campaigns, has convinced a substantial population of former slaves in the South to migrate back to the African continent and the American colony of Liberia. With the influx of Afro-Americans, the colony will surely begin to play a powerful role in the continent and the regional dynamics to come. So Liberia grows in prominence. And so this has changed since the dev diary decided to make it so, because it's just militancy was a very sporadic. Sometimes there'd be low militancy and only like 5,000 people would move to Africa, and sometimes it'd be really high militancy and everybody would move to Africa. So in this case, I have decided to change it to something that's a little bit more static. So all the farmer pops will move to Africa in this case. So basically about half the population will do so. So right now we can look at our population. We currently have 9.3% Afro-Americans. If we go ahead and click this event, it is now different, and we have 2.1% population left that are Afro-Americans. And of course, Liberia down here is a lot higher population, 766,000, 0.55,000. I'm going to actually go ahead and invest in the colony there. But they'll begin to expand after this, so good for them. We may actually want a bigger navy so we can support them in the events that will likely be following shortly. So let's do a few, not Seattle, it's on the opposite side of the country. So yeah, Tampa, Norfolk, Baltimore, Atlantic Sea, Long Island, Boston, Lewiston. That should be about it. That should be good. We create a state in Florida, though. Let's do that. We actually build railroads in our country. I didn't know the Republican Party allowed that. So let's go ahead and do so. Let's get some of these railroads going. So we're going to do that, and then I'm going to come back as soon as something interesting happens, so I'll see you guys in a sec. Alright guys, we are back just a few months later, and we can now do two things. We need to actually finish our colonization of the Northwest Territories. We're going to go ahead and do that, and that should activate the Northern Territories events for us. Also, we can create a state in California, so we're going to go ahead and create a state there. So there we go. And now we pretty much have de facto control over all of North America, meaning that we can claim the Northern Territories. So right here. So as long as we own all those below, we can go ahead and claim it. So get the claim all the Northern Territories event. And so of course here it says we are in a position to project our influence of the remaining, it's a little bit, some typos there, uncolonized territories of Alaska and the Yukon. So claim all the Northern Territories. With our complete control of Canada, the Northern Territories, and Alaska, it's become apparent that our hegemony in North America is unquestioned. As such, none will dispute our advance into the remainder of the uncolonized regions of North America. While we lack the capability to organize exploration parties into the uncolonized regions, we are still in a position to claim them as part of our nation. So the North is completely ours. There we go. The North is ours. And then there are these two events. We need money, though. Yeah, we need money in order to activate these events. So the Isthmus Proposal and the Encourage Liberian Expansion. So how are we going to get money? Let's increase taxes. And maybe tariffs. Let's get that money flowing. We'll have to focus on our economy after this tech. Our army should mostly be fine for now. Let's gain a little bit of plurality. I think we're already at 100%. Yep. That is fine. We could, in fact... It looks like the Slater report is make it so Israel actually gains Alaska. Now that would be interesting. Makes me curious of whether or not I should go ahead and actually put them right there. That could be interesting. Or in Guinea once we get that. Alliance offer from Chile. No, it's fine. Research points. Great. So now we have 22.99 research points. We're all good on education and stuff like that. So culture, tech should be fine. Commerce, I'm a little bit more interested in, but it's farming output, tax efficiency. That's also pretty good. That's 8454, and this is 8298. Our total tax income is 607. Now, does that warrant increasing our taxes by 5%? Or should we try increasing RGO? I think RGO is going to be better for us. So let's go ahead and go and increase mining and farming output. And that's basically all of our lower class citizens will get an immediate increase in income. I can go find it right here. So basically all these people. So our farmers, we can actually select that. Let me find a farmer pop. So we have our laborers, for example. Once their output increases, they'll be producing a lot more goods, meaning those goods can then be produced on the market and sold for even more. And so we have like grain, for example. We can sell a lot more grain. And so that's going to increase our money probably a lot more than any of the other techs would. So that's going to take until October of 1862. That is fine by me. Our armies really are just completely torn. We're still working down our war exhaustion, so as soon as that goes down to 0, we will be completely recovered and our economy should be booming. And then we can actually start focusing on our military again. Granted, because we aren't supplying them, they're not recovering either. So let's take them to 50% and see what we can do with them now. The Homestead Act. So gain assimilation and immigration increase. Let's do it. So signed into law by President Abraham Lincoln in 1862, the Homestead Act was designed to give eligible applicants freehold titles For land up to 160 acres in size. The act was one of the several similar United States laws, all contributing to the image and perception of America as a land of opportunity and new beginnings. Yeah, our immigration is at 5,500, so it's kind of sort of hovering around there. Half of our population growth comes from immigration, which says a lot about our country. South America is getting some immigration as well, mainly in Colombia and Brazil, so good for them. Looks like yeah, wait. Nothing's going on right there, but it looks like Sardinia is a great power, actually, and they're forming or doing whatever they do down there. Okay, we create a state in Alaska. That's pretty quick. We'll take it. And Isma's proposal requires... How much does it require again? 1 million. And... yeah, we need to own Panama City before we can do encourage Liberian expansion. So, of course, we have to go ahead and get some money first. It's also going to require us to have a military down there, so probably have to increase this even more. Yeah, let's gain that prestige. And now we're being spammed by events. Hoping that these actually increase. Yeah, they're slowly recovering. But of course, they're recovering a lot slower because our war exhaustion is high enough where our organization regain rate is so small. And now we have rebels, of course. That's exactly what I wanted. Let's take out the rebels in New York first. Oh, they're slowly decreasing. So we might be mostly fine. Oh, there's a ton over in Mexico. What we need to do is actually get some reforms passed, but of course, yeah, 45.96% in here. They're all completely done. So we need more public support in order to get that finished. More worried here about in Mexico, so we're gonna go ahead and walk down over there and see what we can do. Still 45.96. Yeah, social reforms only, yeah. That needs to increase. So perhaps after this election, we might be able to do it. Because anarcho-liberals are an issue at the moment. Venezuela, no. We'll support the liberal parties, just so we can get that higher House representation. Okay, mining output and farming output has increased. Let's go for business banks. So you can see that increased our money by about 150. That's a lot of anarcho-liberals. Like, a lot. Yeah, we need to basically pass a good reform. This is not good for us. I don't think there's a single thing we can do. We could try doing a little defensive battle here. So if we go down to here, for example, we might be able to get them to attack us. Or maybe even here in Morelos. Now we have more. All in Mexico, though. Now we have we're in the rebel fighting simulator, not Victoria 2. try to go to Dallas, maybe? I want them to attack our army. So the conservatives won this time. And in fact, I don't even know if we can... Yeah, 47.9. 19. These armies... Let's go ahead and try to do something about this. That's just a lot of anarcho-liberals, though. Like a ridiculous amount. Because remember, I went back in this update to change it slightly, where rebels will start spawning again. Because last time I basically edited it to the point where they spawn, but they get rid of them really quickly. This time I decided to add it kind of back in, but still some debuffs compared to the base game. But that is a lot of people. It's like every single Mexican, practically. And I can't pass a reform. So mobilization size has increased. With this army, we can go ahead and take out these guys, hopefully. They're going there on the 21st. We can get there on the 22nd. So I still want them to attack our army, if at all possible. So we should win, if they do. So keep track of it. Maybe we could actually intercept them before they get to a province. They're going to get there on the 21st of April. We'll get there on the 23rd. So they're moving faster than us, even. Yeah, it's still 47.19. If we were to hold an election, we wouldn't get any benefit from it. Now they're going to Vicksburg. We get there on the 24th. They get there on the 18th. How are they so quick? That's surprising. We can just start maybe occupying some of the territories. They're going to Nashville now. We'll get there on the 19th. They'll get there on the 18th. Okay. So maybe they're trying to go straight for a capital. That almost seems like what the army is marching for. So if we can like circumvent them and try to get the capital before them, or at least in the way of them, they might attack us. I probably should look at our generals. We have defense +3, defense +3, defense +2. They're going to Knoxville. Really? I've never seen this before. Okay, so Texas is succeeding. We are the Lone Star State. We fought against the Mexicans and succeeded, and now we shall fight against the Yankees. If they come, let them come. Texas bows for no one. With these words, the governor of Texas stood before a group of gathered delegates and declared their state succeeded from the Union. Already an army of supporters is gathering in Austin, ready to fight against any reprisal from Washington. Okay. I haven't actually had this happen before, but I bet it's because Austin is currently occupied by rebels. So yeah, Texas Democratic Party will become ruling party, and we cede Texas. Lose 25 prestige. Interesting. Hello, Texas. We can restore order, of course, but we're going to wait on that one. Oh, they're attacking our armies. I'm going to go to Roanoke because I think that's probably where they'll attack next. If anything. Oh, now we can actually do reforms. Low minimum wage, and that should take out their armies. You have to go to Roanoke, okay? That should wipe out most of them. Oh, and we are losing this battle over here. Retreat. This is not going well for us, is it? I'll come back as soon as I get all this taken under control, because I'm sure you guys don't want to watch me struggling to take care of rebels even. Actually, all the rebels are gone. So never mind that. I would say attack Texas, but I get the feeling that they might have some modifiers in place. So I'd be a bit worried if we were to do that. So Wyoming, grant statehood. Nebraska, grant statehood. And send, let's get some more armies recruited. We should be fine doing that now. Yeah, let's get some armies recruited. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Recruitment map mode is all going to over there, just like I want. And these guys. They have 2 brigades. But now we should have enough men to actually take them out. So we're going to go to restore order right now. You go to Austin, you go here, you go to Dallas. Texas is not allowed to succeed. No. The Union shall prevail. I honestly bet that's part, because I know in this mod there is, not mine specifically, but in the mod, I developed this mod on top of a few other mods. Namely, there's like the New Nations mod on there. There's obviously Blood and Iron, HPM, and some other ones. And basically, I'm pretty sure there is a Disunited States of America thing in there. So pretty much what would happen is that I'm sure if your entire country gets occupied by rebels, your country literally falls apart. The states rebel and whatnot. And that's probably has something to do with it. Annex Texas. Alright, Texas, you are back in the Union. And you, let's probably try and maybe recycle some of these armies. So you have an extra artillery unit. So I'm going to take you off, send you over here. I'm going to dissect you, actually. So let's send you here. So you have 4, then you need 2 more of these guys. That is not supposed to go there. You go here. And you need 2 infantry. Send you some infantry. And you're fine. So, market structure. Great. Let's go for perhaps organized factories. Yeah. Now we're making a lot more money. Great. So let's send military spending all the way up. That's fine. We can do some administrative spending. And then lower taxes, especially on the rich, ideally. So they can start investing in our territories. There's 1,584 of them. Argentina requests aid. They're at war with Spanish control over Peru. Really now. We're probably not going to be able to actually defend them because of the state of our nation. But it should be mostly fine. Even though we had an early civil war, we're kind of struggling to get to the next step of the mod. It's a proposal. I'm thinking that we're about ready for it. As soon as our armies are all produced, I will say that we're going to go ahead and start that. We need a lot more canned food, though, so I'm actually going to go over here and purchase canned food for us off the market manually. And hope that gets things built a little bit quicker. It did help a little bit. Let's try it again. And see how that works. Yeah, that's about it. So we have a ton of troops being built in Savannah, apparently. So that's going to take a little bit of time. So Colorado can become a state as well. Thank you. All right, so you are... I swear I saw like some Benjamin person. Never mind. Wait, no, it does say it. It says... Where did I see it? Sorry, I swear I saw... No, that is Benjamin Young. I thought it said Brigham Young. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Because we have the whole mod that we did for the Utah War thing. I was like, what? Okay, anyways. You, my friend, need another Dragoon. Which there is one right here. So let's send you there. And you, my friend, are fine. So let's send you over here to Philadelphia. So right now we have 2 full armies. We need to get our navy somewhere. Let's have them all go there. And I don't think we have any of them built anywhere else besides down here in the south. Let's send you up to Baltimore as well. And that should be it as far as Navy recruitment, except right here. Apparently I meant not to build one over there, but built one anyways, apparently. And we're at 9 point. I really want to get that war exhaustion down before we go to war again. Especially considering that we're probably going to war with... Actually, no, they're not in anybody's sphere. Okay, I thought they were in... Why is Paraguay helping them? Maybe 11 brigades? The heck? That's weird. It's like 20% of their population. Alright, and nationalities looks like it's increasing as far as our statehood goes. Let's get you 2 armies to go down to the Isthmus. To Limon and San Jose, and then we actually should only need those 2 armies. It's going to be a fairly straightforward war. So I'm not too worried about it. These armies are being built and sent up north, so that is fine. So anyways, I think we're going to end this episode here. It was a little bit of an interesting episode. We did win the Civil War finally, but afterwards we of course had our own issues in our country, but we did resolve those. We are now looking up. Our economy is in shape. Research is going great. Industrial capacity is building up. Prestige did get lowered, but that's unfortunate. We are building up our army, and everything is going kind of on an upward trend. I think we are in a very good position for next episode. And next episode, we'll be starting the Isthmus War. So anyways, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys all next time. Bye. As always, please leave a like down below and consider subscribing if you would like to see more content just like this, more frequent uploads. If you have any suggestions, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time.